Later, there comes a point in a man's life when he's got to face some facts. And one fact I got to face is that whatever it is that women like, I ain't got it. I chased after enough girls in my life. I went to enough dances. I got hurt enough. I don't want to get hurt no more. I just called up a girl this afternoon. I got a real brush off, boy. I figured I was past the point of being hurt, but that hurt. Some stupid woman who I didn't even want to call up. She gave me the brush. No, Ma, I don't want to go to Stardust Ballroom because all that ever happened to me there was girls made me feel like I was a bug. I got feelings, you know. I had enough pain. No thanks, Ma. Related.
All right, so I wanted to make this video for all the men who agree with that sentiment in this clip, okay? Do not stop being masculine. Do not stop approaching family. Do not take that approach where you lose value in yourself because you're being turned down. The thing is, being turned down happens. Let me just say this before I get started. Sometimes a woman will turn you down simply because she doesn't want to appear hard to get. If you take that turn down to mean, okay, she turned me down, this is going to what? Pour into your value. Okay, so a lot of times we get turned down the first time. She doesn't say what we want to hear the first time. She ignores us the first time, gives us a little bit of pushback or attitude. We are ready to walk away. And we say, man, I must not have what it takes, right? Let me first point this out. In order to get good at something, it requires practice. So a lot of us have came to this conclusion when really we just started trying to approach women. A lot of times we sound really nervous. We don't have the confidence that we would like to have. And that shows. This comes off as not being able to make decisions. It comes off as a indecisive man, okay? A man who is shy. And a woman likes a man who's not shy, so to speak, who lives in his confidence, who knows who he is. So you need to work on your confidence, work on your belief in yourself. If you are pointing it at yourself saying, I'm not worthy, I must not have what it takes to get a woman, then you are not being very confident, okay? I'm calling this video The Emasculated Man because that is simply what it is. Masculinity is approaching the woman that you like or the woman that you seek. It is approaching her. When you decide that you're not going to approach her, this is why I call it emasculated, because you're no longer manifesting your reality as a man. What are you going to do then? Wait for her to come to you? If you are not approaching her, what's the likelihood of you manifesting the reality or the relationship that you want? You understand? So again, work on your approach, but approach. Sometimes it's how you're going about catching the deer or hunting the deer, okay? So let's take a deer, for example. Deers hear really well, they see really well, they smell really well. If you're walking through the forest, it's going to hear you. It's going to see you, okay? If you have on deodorant and colognes, it's going to smell you. So after trial and error, okay, you would have to say, okay, I'm not going to wear cologne or perfumes. I'm going to find high ground and not walk around through the woods, okay? And I'm going to be patient and I'm going to wait for the deer to come into my area and then I'll take a shot at the deer. Okay, well, you had to go hunting plenty of times to discover this, okay? This is the same way when it comes to pursuing women, okay? Your approach is everything. But outside of that, if you've gotten turned down by every woman you've approached, don't let it bleed into your psyche. Instead, say to yourself, I'm only weeding them out, okay? You're only finding the one woman that you want in your life. You understand? So being turned down by a few should not discourage you. It is okay, family. It is okay. Don't get angry with her. Don't turn into one of those men who instead curses her out because she didn't give you her number or give you the attention that you wanted. Simply say, okay, and move on to the next one. Do you understand? It's okay. Doesn't mean anything's wrong with you because someone's turning you down. All right. Again, find your confidence, kings. She can see it. She has intuition. And a lot of times, like I said, she's saying no because she's testing you. Okay. And if she's saying no because it's actually a no, move on. It's okay. All right. Another one is when she finally tells you yes, she'll go out with you. A lot of times we will get nervous as men and we will try to dictate how that goes. Come over to the house because I don't want to spend money. I don't want to spend money because, hey, what if you're using me? And we will live in fear just like she does. And that emasculates us too. Okay. It causes us not to move fluidly. Okay. Our flow is stagnated because we are worried about what's going to happen on the other side. So for you, I would encourage you, man, if you have been used before, if you have us paid for a lot of dates before and you did not get the experience that you wanted, I would say to you, so you can still be masculine and move with your flow, set a budget for yourself. For each woman that you're dating, have a certain amount of money that you're willing to spend and that you're not willing to go over. This way, you never have to worry about if she is using you. Never give up more than what you are willing to give. You did ask this lady out, okay? So her sitting across from you at this table inside this beautiful restaurant is a nice experience for you. You are vetting her because you're interested. Paying for her dinner is the least you can do. That's not a problem at all. In fact, that's something we enjoy doing. It doesn't matter if she gives us something back for that. We asked her out. That is our role. That's our part, okay? All we ask is that she don't say yes to this dinner unless she feels mutual feelings for you, okay? Now, she doesn't have to be ready to sleep with you yet. You have to understand that women get pregnant from having sex, okay? So they're probably going to be a little bit more reluctant than you. Women lose value when they do that act. So they'll probably be a little bit more reluctant than you. That's okay, okay? Let her move in that way and you continue to be masculine. Be patient like with hunting that deer, okay? This is all, family. A lot of times we will say all women are bad. I'm not talking to women anymore because of my anecdotal experience. I'm telling you now, you're not going to manifest the reality that you want unless you continue manifesting. Do not stop doing that. Always be masculine. Always be working on your manly frame and stay in your confidence, knowing that you have whatever it takes for the woman that you want. The woman that's for you, she's going to love you for who you are. The key is keep being yourself. Don't never adopt anybody else's characteristics or their style so you can try to get a woman. You understand? Do not do that, because the person that you're going to manifest to you is not going to be for you. That person is going to be for the person you're pretending to be. Okay? And the person you're pretending to be, the energy that you're putting out by being that person, that's the energy they're pursuing. So if you're going out with a whole bunch of jewels on and a whole bunch of things that you've overly paid for to try to make yourself look expensive or valuable, through what you call valuable, trust me, you're going to get women that pursue you that's looking for that, not for what you really have to offer. So be yourself. You may have less to choose from, but at least what you're choosing from is for you and it's not somebody else's. When you be somebody else, you got to weed through what's for them just to get to what you want. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to find what you want in that cluster or pile of people. You understand? So know what type of person you are and what type of woman you're looking for and go there. Sometimes it's where you're looking. Sometimes you got to go to a different place. You understand? Sometimes y'all be in the wrong place trying to find a woman. You understand? And you'll be like, I'm not going to the clubs anymore because I can't find a woman there. Well, maybe you don't pick up women in the club. Maybe your style isn't good for a club. You understand? Maybe you're not going to go to a club and be able to pick up women. Maybe you don't. Do you even feel comfortable in a club? Do you feel comfortable trying to introduce yourself to a woman at the club? I don't. I've never been a person who picked up women at the club. I've always been good one-on-one. If I bump into a girl at the mall, something like that, I run into her somewhere where it's just her and I can actually have a conversation with her. But I'm not the type to lean over in somebody's ear and just yell, you from around here? Where you going tonight? Huh? Yeah. Text me. No, to me, it's just, I'm all thrown off. I like your attention. So I've never been a person who picked up women in places like that. So maybe you're like that, but whatever you do, family, try not to aim that inward and judge yourself and let that go to your value, because you might just stop being masculine. And who that affects is you. You understand? In the long run, it is you who's affected when you stop producing, when you stop doing these things. So if a woman is looking to get meals out of you, she might get as much as you've allowed for in your budget. At the end of the day, she can't take anything from you that you were not willing to give, okay? Keep that in mind, fellas, okay? It's always going to be women out there who use you. It's always going to be men out there who use women. But move with what you know you want and separate yourself when you need to. Know that when you're out here in the dating game, some people are going to lie, cheat, steal, connive, or whatever. Vet, stay in your right mind, okay? And don't let that other person's behavior change who you are, male or female. Continue to be yourself, because the person that's for you is going to love you. All right? Peace.